Alright, so welcome back and welcome to part 5, mission 5 of Children of a Dead Earth. This mission is called Orbital Fallout. We have to defend both a space station and a spacecraft and destroy an aggressive enemy craft. So the time limit is actually 20 days for this particular mission. Alright, so summary is while you were busy finishing up diverting our craft from USTA spaceports, it seems like the USTA had the opposite idea. A USTA warship taking a long journey from Jupiter has entered into orbit around asteroid Eros, a blatant provocation. Despite the fact that Eros is just a little asteroid in the belt and holds only a tiny population compared to most of the other rocks on the belt, we have valuable assets there. For one, we have been stockpiling weaponry and slowly but surely building warships on almost all our celestial bodies, built or otherwise. In particular at the Erosian shipyard, we've been building a prototype silo ship. I don't know what a silo ship is, but we'll find out. A medium-sized capital ship devoted towards carrying an enormous payload of nuclear weapon. Oh, I see. Nuclear silo ship. I see. If there's anything we learned from the cataclysm, it's that there exists no problem which can't be solved by judicially applying nuclear ordnance. Except killing the planet off, obviously. Naturally, we're not keen on letting that prototype warship fall into enemy hands, but the nearest warships we have, a corvette around Massalia, is months away. The only thing we can do is activate the mostly finished prototype and defend ourselves. Its propellant tanks are not filled. Oh great, so no dodging. And it's only partially stocked with ammo and nuclear missiles, but it should do. Says you. The USTA ship itself appears to be a nuclear-enabled missile schooner. Captained by one USF Captain Albert Gertner, who we have no records on. We've given him multiple warnings, but he has ignored all of our hails. We suspect that the USTA has received intel about what was building. Yeah, we want building it at Eros, the silo ship basically. So they want to get their mitts on it. And it's exactly why they sent Captain Gertner. So we're not going to hesitate to eliminate him. Don't expect him to hesitate to engage either. So for this mission you should have no qualms about conserving Delta V and instead burn your missiles in a trajectory directly at the enemy. So that's a hyperbolic trajectory we'll do for the first time. The faster your missiles intercept the enemy, the less time he has to react with point defense weapons. So just destroy the Captain Gertner's ship and ensure both our silo ship and our shipyard remain functioning. Our propaganda machine will deal with the political fallout of a nuclear exchange. So do not be afraid to turn Captain Gertner into radioactive ash. Oh dear me. Alright, so whenever you have an enemy that is poised to go on the offensive, you may want to run the turn first to see what they do. Alright, let's run the turn. So it looks like, oh great, 50 Striker nuclear missiles launched. Looks like they're keen on taking you out immediately. When their missile fleet intercepts you, we can deal with them in combat. Can we? Why don't we just fire missiles at them first? Would be the most sensible thing to do? Can we just kill him instead? Because our missiles could intercept their missiles. Something else you can actually probably use them for, but... okay, so if enemy missiles are incoming, you should launch decoy flares to throw them off. Okay, decoy flares should be effective so long as the flare's emitted power is greater than your spacecraft's heat signature. So we've got... what are they again? 100 megawatt decoy blast launchers. So we've got 4 of those. If we launch 5, that means we've got 500 megawatts. We've only got a signature of 68.3. I need my finger on that button though. Get into weapons range. There's a few of them taken out just then by their own guns. Oh, crikey. Priority target. Should always do that. And take out their combustion rocket motors as well. Bit of a silly thing to do. Of course, if my missiles are intercepted by their, my decoys I should say, intercepted by their missiles and detonate too close to my ship, it's no different than them hitting us. So that's not a good idea. We've got plenty of those. Yeah, I've got plenty of. I've got 8 railguns. So why are they only firing at one target at a time? Took a bit of damage there. Not a lot. Got 61 flares left. So any words of advice for me now? Obviously not. I think it's time to raise our voice. So what damage did you actually get done? Can't see any damage at all. What's this, the cargo station? Was that damaged? I can't tell. Can't really see if it was. Let's have a look. No, so what's the clunking about? I thought it had actually been damaged. But we have not been damaged. Alright, he's going to get damaged though. Alright, so how many Devastator? We have 16 Devastator nuclear missiles. We've got 4 launchers. He's got quite an arsenal of point defence rail guns, and I think the thing has got what he's actually got. What does he actually have? I can't remember. But whatever he's got, I'm going to overwhelm it. So I'm going to launch 20 Striker missiles. That's just for openers. That's just for starters. That's appetizer. Right. Yeah, he's out of phase, isn't he? Yeah, should have got no delta V. I could match phase and I'd really pummel him from a distance. Unfortunately, we have what we have. 1.06 kilometers a second. Is that all I've got? Oh, I suppose to. It's a bit low, that 1.06 kilometers a second delta V. So I'll try and use as little as possible. I want to get there as quickly as possible. I want to get as much momentum though as well. So there's 2 ways of doing it. I suppose. I don't want to do it like that though. No, other way. It's hard to really sort of get a good angle. Try that radial in. How close is that? Those icons are almost... Oh, there we go. Nearly had it. Okay, there we go. Intercept UST missile schooner. Is that 25 minutes? 4 burns, only 85.1 meters per second, between 25 minutes and 1 hour. What? So it's going to go... Oh, good, it's not going to be closing all that quickly then. Velocity difference is 1.66 meters per second. We'll try this. Oh, it's launched 50 flat missiles now. Whoa, that was fast. Yeah, the Devastators aren't fast enough to intercept the Strikers. Oh wait a minute, no, the Strikers are what we've got, these flat missiles. So they might be fast enough then. I'm thinking I launched some Devastators, but I didn't. I launched Strikers, didn't I? Ignore minimum range. I can detonate manually. Let's see what happens. Oh. Allied striking missiles out of Delta V. Enemy flat missile has been disabled. 1. A single missile. Oh, good grief, what a waste. Oh, good grief. We're going to have to try and 50 more of these though. 49. Let's try again. I don't want them intercepting the missiles, which is what's happening. And it wants me just to carry on using flares, dodging missiles, rather than actually killing him first. So I wouldn't have waited. I'd have just launched my missile straight away and launched from as hyperbolic trajectory as possible. So I just overtook his missiles and took him out. At which point these missiles would just have nothing to guide them. Unless they're autonomous, of course. Oh well. 61 rounds left on the flare launcher. Wait till they're in range. I'm going to sort of try and dodge them off. It's not going to end well, this. And it tells me I've got 40 left. That is not good. Phew. That is flipping close though. Yeah, a little bit more consistency in those flares, the capability of getting those missiles to follow them would be appreciable on this mission. It is very hit and miss. Right, so now what? So I've got no more guidance. No, we've got no more guidance. He'll just keep firing damn missiles at us. What's he got? We don't actually know what he's actually got as far as ammunition's concerned. definitely had some Delta V. Right, let's carry on. So I've got the Devastators. I've got 16 of those. Okay. Mission Strikers. Okay. Try and guide these in. I don't know if he's going to launch anything else at me. If he does, that's it. I think it's much over, because his missiles seem to be a lot more accurate than mine. Probably because I'm a sitting duck, I've got no fuel. But even then, he still seems to be a lot more effective than my missiles. Well, way out with Delta V there. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll try again. It's because he's almost down there at the bottom of the of his orbit, relative to us anyway. It's almost there. So I think I'll bring that down. Very awkward, we got two icons together. 3 hours and 51 minutes. No, that's not fast enough. Got more velocity than that. Got a lot more. It's going to cost 0.3 of a kilometre out of 1.1 kilometres a second that the Striker's got. Seven minutes. At least 295 metres per second. Let's try that. It's about half, well, just well, actually no, just under half of its Delta V. As the fleet itself. 1.99 meters a second. That's terrible. Need to make it a lot more hyperbolic than that. Cancel that. Right, primary target. Try and make it. There's nothing else to really. Oh, yes, there is. I know it said about diffusing your targets, but I want it to aim as the ship as possible. Each missile needs to have its own target. We've got 20 of them, so we'll see how this works. When it closes at 1.99 meters a second now, they should really be going faster than that. Yeah, it's trying to thrust in that direction, so I'm going to turn off. Anything at the rear? It's thrusting in that direction, so thinking if the missiles are coming over here, it's more likely to hit at least somewhere along here. Considering it's got no decoy launch, it seems to be doing a really good job at dodging my missiles. Yeah, that's just weird. Man aren't even using any of their thrust whatsoever. What is going on? Well, that just seems stupid to me. It's like they're just completely brain dead. They've got plenty of Delta V. Between 356 and 368 meters per second, but they just don't seem to want to respond. That is very strange. Make sure ship's going a single direction until given new orders. Well, it's set on a priority target, but they don't seem to want to actually intercept. Look at that. What are they doing? Enemies are moving away. Never even attempted to intercept this ship whatsoever. Oh, that is terrible. I don't understand what's going on here. It looks like the game is still bugged. Give all ships an order, which you already have done. Intercept this vessel. But they're still floating off without using any Delta V whatsoever. That is terrible. What on earth's going on? That is absolute stinkingly bad. Right, try again. 2 meters a second, 356 meters a second remaining. Alright, you're going to actually do your job this time, or are you just going to float past like you're on holiday? Well, where are they? Whoa, bloody hell, they're close, aren't they? You ain't got a chance. Oh, but they'll miss anywhere, knowing them. We'll put dodge back on. Here we go. But more than half of them have just wandered off again. With 295 meters a second. They're turning around though, are they? No, they're not turning around. They're doing absolutely nothing again. This is terrible. What on earth's going on? I shouldn't even have to do that. I shouldn't need to keep reorientating them in orbit. I should turn around and thrust back. Yeah, definitely something as far as the missile guidance is concerned. There's definitely something bugged. So I've got 12 Striker nuclear missiles just wandering off by themselves now, like they're on holiday. So as soon as we move away, we'll move back and we'll move back into orbital, into the orbital window, and then we'll plan another intercept again. That is just stupid. I don't understand what's going on. At least we've got his flat missile launch, one of them. And 2 of his aluminium radiators, which means he's going to overheat, isn't he? Not more miserly. So when he gets back, we'll go back into orbital view, and then we'll plot another intercept course again. Good grief. Let's go back and launch some more missiles, though. Might be the easiest thing to do. I don't understand what's going on. It's exactly what I said at the beginning of this mission. It is very hit and miss. I mean, those decoys should have been a lot more effective. And my missiles should not be missing. His missiles never seem to miss my ship. Well, is he still moving? We don't know how much Delta V he's got, do we? That's something. How much Delta V does he actually have? Don't think it actually shows me, though. No, doesn't actually show us how much Delta V he's got. He shouldn't have a great deal of Delta V. He's come all that way, hasn't he? Supposedly. Where's my shit? Oh, there it is. It's much upside down in relation to... There we go, that's better. Yeah. It's very, very hit and miss. We've got plenty of stuff to throw at him, so... And I don't think he's got anything to throw back at us, so we can just keep wearing him down. Just grind him down. So I've still got 16 of the Devastator. I'm going to carry on using the Strikers. There's moderately successful. Still wasn't successful at all, actually. They only start off with 1.06, just over a kilometre a second Delta V anyway. You'd think they'd have a little bit more, wouldn't you? Did we take any damage? No. No damage. Nice, we did. Just a little patch of damage to the armour. Got nothing significant. So he can't kill us, but we've got to kill him to complete the mission. We've got to destroy his ability to launch missiles. Before I do that, we're going to go back to our other missile launchers. Missiles, I should say. $195. Can I possibly... So it's only 1.9 meters a second. It's got no Delta V to begin a trajectory change, but it has. It's got 304 between 307, between 295 meters per second and 336. So what's it talking about? It's got plenty. It's actually got plenty of Delta V. Right, now I see what's going on. So I wonder if it's actually better to match their orbit first, then intercept them. Because what's happening is that we're flying by like that. We're not actually intercepting because of the missiles. They're not hitting the target, so they're flying straight past. And that's what I've got the modder to do. Ah. Alright. Alright. So they're going to hit that... Are they going to hit? Probably. Probably. You've got 295 meters per second, but I don't that's it. I think they're done. So we're going to... Boom. There was 13 of them. And they said there was 12. The liar. $20 more. Let's just keep throwing them at him. He's sweating like he's sweating bricks, isn't he? I bet he's not. Keep missing. Okay. So what do we have? Actually, a parabolic course already. A hyperbolic course, I should say. So we've got... Let's bring this around. I don't want to reduce their velocity. I want to try and use it this time. To really hit him as hard as possible. How fast is that? Doesn't look very fast to me. To be perfectly honest, no, there's quite a lead on it. 4 hours? No way. Must be joking. Let's get it close up. That's not going to work either, is it? Try and bring it down. I didn't really want to touch the thrust handle, the velocity handle itself, but it might not be possible to avoid. Or maybe it is. Let's bring it down. Bring it down. That's... How close is that? That's very close. Yeah, again, not crossing its path directly though, but it may not be so important. 22 minutes, 103 meters per second. UST 210 it says there. Altogether. Right, let's run the turn. That was quick. Alright, dodging is off. Again, we're going to go into there. Select the schooner. Try and hit it in the middle. Just like the previous mission, well, previous combat mission. I'm hoping to sort of aim it in this area. It doesn't seem to want to actually work though. But we shall see. No, they've got plenty of Delta V. And they're still not heading towards the damn target. What's going on? Come on.
Incoming transmission.
Alright. Right, close call there, Admiral. Our shipyard workers are safe and our prototype has survived. Good work. Didn't take much down. Got a little bit cooked at the back there. Near the engine. Got any armour plating can be soon be replaced. So that's that. Yeah, that really is that. Yeah, so the engine's completely gone. Phew. 22 minutes. Yeah, I know they managed to do that. Just kept throwing them at hyperbolic course. Just kept throwing swarms and swarms of missiles at the target. But he kept taking mine out, and then my missiles weren't responding. They weren't chasing the target, which they should have done. They had plenty of Delta V. So, exactly as I said, sometimes these missions can be very hit and miss. But that's fine. Okay, I've got a silver rating though. 7 hours and 52 minutes. It's a new record though. The record is 22 minutes and 32 seconds at the top end. A couple of ships unscathed, 0%, yeah, so I lost points on that. Yeah, so they both took damage. I thought they took damage from those blasts. That's the only thing about decoys. If your missiles are closer, then it's comfortable. If the nuclear missiles, obviously, if the nukes, they'll detonate and they're too close to your ship, they'll still damage your vessel. And that's the only thing about using the decoys rather than point defense. Let's go on to the next mission now. It took a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but that's done.